Hi, my name's Trevor Franklin. I'm an assistant teaching professor and the current faculty director of engagement at CU's Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering. In my role, I have the pleasure of coordinating the Alumni Student Mentor Program. Firstly, thank you for volunteering as a mentor. As graduates of the department yourselves, you know firsthand what it's like to grow as an engineer at CU, and you're uniquely positioned to provide career advice as our students prepare to take their first steps into the professional engineering world. Our students as a whole represent a variety of backgrounds and engineering experiences, from those just beginning to think about their careers to those who've conducted research and participated in one or more internships already. Please be patient and understanding with your student mentee, no matter the circumstances. We all have to start somewhere. As a mentor, you'll provide guidance and expertise to your student mentee based simply on your own lived experience. Even if you're in a field different from your mentee's stated interests, your experiences and advice will still be valuable. The program's goals are to help your mentee learn about career paths in industry or perhaps graduate school and the journey of becoming a professional engineer. Another goal is helping them establish a sense of professionalism and also community by connecting them with alumni like yourself. We recommend that you meet virtually with your assigned student once a month or about 3 times a semester, but we do recognize this isn't always feasible. The minimum requirement is one meeting per semester, but a few more is usually better in this case. Your meetings should be on a virtual platform like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Google Hangouts. The face-to-face experience these platforms provide go a long way towards making contact seem more personal than a phone call or email correspondence. How long you meet and how often you make contact with your mentee is up to you and to the student. Some pairs meet once a semester and then keep in contact through email, while others meet several times over the course of the academic year and stay in touch well beyond that. While we require one meeting per semester, the program works best if you connect multiple times and then stay in contact via email should you both not feel the need to meet directly again. I recommend that at least your initial meeting is conducted virtually, but if circumstances allow for an in-person meeting and your mentee is comfortable with that, you can meet in a public place, preferably on campus or somewhere in the Boulder area. In general, most conversations last about 30 minutes to an hour, and the most successful mentorships last about one academic year and sometimes beyond, but beyond isn't a requirement. The Alumni Student Mentor Program is open to all students in the department, from freshmen to graduate students. Each cohort represents a different level of academic and personal background and skill sets. And each individual likewise has a unique set of expectations, strengths, and areas of development. If you're matched with a first year or sophomore, you can expect that they're still getting their footing as engineers and getting used to being undergraduates. Many are still developing the skills necessary to work through the program, the academic program, let alone thrive in a highly demanding academic or professional environment. Many first years and sophomores still don't know how they'll apply their degree, and they'll often need help in asking the right questions or considering career paths and working out the basics of seeking out internships or research opportunities. Some might be shy or nervous as well. You can help put them at ease by listening, ask them questions about themselves, and be understanding if they don't know what they want to do with their degree yet. You can also encourage them to be proactive now in seeking out internships or research opportunities and extracurricular activities. This is definitely a good time to get the resume in order and interview skills ready too. Feel free to direct them to the College of Engineering and Applied Science Pro-Ready and Career Services teams. These are teams who specialize in training students for the internships and job markets. Many juniors and seniors, on the other hand, may have narrowed down their fields of interest. They might be considering industry versus grad school and might feel generally more confident in themselves as engineers. You can help these students by providing direct guidance and insight into finding internships or jobs, and definitely how to transition from the undergraduate environment to the professional world. Some juniors and seniors are, believe it or not, just beginning their own job search or considering their professional futures. Don't be alarmed by this. It's actually more common than you might think. You'll want to encourage them to get started on gaining the skills or experiences that are necessary to make them attractive to those who hire engineers. If you have a PhD and are mentoring a graduate student, you can expect a much more focused discussion on a particular research area or questions about academia versus industry or about navigating those respective environments. The students are repeatedly instructed to develop conversation topics, questions, and prompts prior to your meeting. Generally speaking, they're looking for insights and stories related to professional life after college. That could include all sorts of things, career advice, lessons you've learned from your own career, whether they're successes or setbacks. This could be what it means to be a professional engineer or finding an internship or job, finding the right job, how to bolster their resumes, and the list goes on. On the Alumni Student Mentor Program page within the department website, you can find conversation starters to help instigate a flowing conversation. Please keep in mind that some students are shy or maybe unsure of how to guide or even lead a conversation with you. Your ability to be open, honest, understanding, and patient, as well as take the lead in the conversation when needed, is definitely appreciated. Each student in the program will complete a training that I facilitate to prepare for your first meeting. Part of that training is expectation setting. They're asked to consider their interests and what they can expect to get out of the program ahead of time. And also tell them to communicate this to you at your first meeting. I'll make it clear to the students that success of this mentorship is dependent on how much effort they put into it. They are expected to prepare at least 5 meaningful conversation starting questions or prompts for your first meeting. They're also expected to take responsibility to communicate their schedule and pursue setting up the meetings with you, and to keep in contact with you to help facilitate a successful mentorship. They'll also receive advice on professional attire and behavior and communication etiquette, especially in light of your commitment as volunteers and professionals. Our career services and advising and pro-ready staff all provide a variety of professional and educational development opportunities and resources throughout the semester as well. Once a mentee has taken the expectations training, I'll send out a match email to initiate the mentorship. The students are told to reply to this email with a brief introduction to provide you with their general availability and schedule to help set up a first meeting with you. Please reciprocate and work together to find a time and a date for your virtual connection. The first email exchanges are also opportunities to help set the stage for your meeting. Consider asking your mentee what they expect from you. You may not be able to provide them with all of the answers, but you can provide your own perspective, which is always valuable to someone who's learning. The number one challenge faced by both mentors and mentees is finding the time to connect. You're both very busy. Meeting once a semester can be tough, let alone multiple times. Consistent, clear contact from you will go a long way towards encouraging them to make time for this mentorship. But the students should assume responsibility for getting on your calendar, and they know this. Another recurring issue is that students are sometimes shy or unsure of what to talk about. This should be mitigated largely by their commitment to develop a minimum of 5 questions or conversation starters. And I also provide examples both on our website and attached to the introductory email. It's understandable, of course, if the initial conversation is a bit awkward. You're just getting to know one another. Be patient. Demonstrate a willingness to listen. Don't be afraid to take the lead on discussing your journey and experiences if you find the student is a little quiet at first. Another issue is mentor experience and student interest don't instantly or obviously align. This is a challenge as we have a limited pool of mentors. I'll do my best to match students with mentors who are working in career fields that will be of interest to them, but I'm not always able to do so. Plus, some students don't have an exact career direction yet. If the student is interested in a field or subject area that you don't have experience in, my suggestion is to focus on topics that draw from your relevant experience. transitioning from being a student to the workforce, finding a job, networking, interviewing, navigating the engineering world, or professional development. Things like work-life balance, even moving or negotiating job offers. You do have relevant experience and knowledge they can benefit from, even if you can't speak directly to a single particular field of interest. Besides, it's possible your mentee might end up being interested in your field after all. You can consider yourself an ambassador for your slice of industry. If you find that a student's resume, interview skills, or job hunting strategy need work, please know that the College of Engineering and Applied Science provides a whole host of services that are meant to prepare students for internships and careers. Career Services is the best place to start. The staff there hold events throughout this fall and spring semesters that help students boost their skills through practice and instruction. ProReady is a one-stop shop for engineering career paths and has a wealth of information that connects students from all departments with guidance and professional development opportunities. COS Handshake, which is the university's job board for students. Companies from around the world post internships and job postings specifically tailored for CU students, including and especially for engineering students. You can encourage your mentee to check Handshake on a monthly or even weekly basis for postings. I can assure you employers want to see more applications from our students on that platform. It's certainly not just another throw your resume out on this job board site. And finally, our department posts new jobs, scholarships, resources for research and internship opportunities on a weekly basis throughout the fall and spring semesters in a newsletter that goes out to all of the undergraduates in the department. This is a great resource to remind them about and about the importance of reading high-value resources closely when they get them in their email. So we have all these different support and resources in addition to what they might be learning from you in your conversations. This program works best when students and mentors connect multiple times throughout the semester and beyond. While we require one meeting per semester, we encourage more. Once a month is ideal. Finding the time to connect once a month can be a big ask, but it pays off for both you and the student in the long run. Consider staying in contact with us via email. If you haven't heard from your mentee in a while, drop them an email updating on what's happening with you. Ask them about how classes are going, or maybe their job hunt if they're undergoing one. Repeated contact from you makes them feel important and valued in the mentorship relationship. Please note that this is not a matchmaking program. Though sometimes professional references or networking opportunities develop, don't feel pressured to do any favor for your mentee outside of providing your advice and perspective. If you see a good professional opportunity for your mentee, by all means, don't be afraid to be their advocate, but it's not expected. If a student happens to be unprepared for your first meeting, just let me know and I'll contact them to check in and try to help them be more prepared for the next one. On that note, you can contact me anytime throughout the semester if you have questions or need help in connecting with or mentoring your student. You'll hear from me at least once after I've connected you with a student, just as a check-in, and again at the academic year when we're wrapping things up. If you want to get more involved with the department, don't forget the Alumni and Friends tab of our website for opportunities to stay connected. There's a giving tab for the Chair's Excellence Fund that supports professional development opportunities for our students. And you can always contact me directly with other ideas or for opportunities to engage with our students and community here on campus. Finally, if you have connections to fellow alumni of the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering, please send them my way or to this program if they're interested in becoming mentors. It's a small commitment that has a lasting and meaningful impact on our students, and our mentors get a lot out of it too. So on behalf of the faculty and the staff of the Department of Chemical and Biological Engineering, thank you for making a difference in the lives of our budding engineers. I look forward to working with you this semester and beyond.